but be reliant on oil and gas deliveries from Russia? Is power generated by nuclear plants like this one in Antwerp an alternative? Demands to use nuclear power to combat climate change are gaining ground in Europe. But what about the waste? Does it pose a risk, or could it be stored and processed safely? The future of nuclear waste management was the topic of a hearing in the European Parliament, hosted by EPP-ED Vice Chairman Gunnar Hökmark. Gunnar Larsson and Jill Buescher have this report.
Experts from government agencies and industry, the Energy Commissioner Andris Piebalgs and members of the European Parliament participated in the panels chaired by Gunnar Hökmark and EPP-ED spokesman Herbert Röhl. Nuclear energy has divided political parties, the society itself, and has provoked long-standing discussions.
But it's also a political theme that is dividing not only countries and societies, but it's also dividing parties, or at least creating open discussion about how to go forward in the context of another rapidly emerging political issue, that is the dependence to Russia, that is the climate change, and of course the need to supply European industry with efficient and environment-friendly energy.
The treatment of nuclear waste is the critical issue in our days. Energy Commissioner Andris Piebalgs explained the efforts made by the Union.
There is one area where I believe very strongly that progress should be accelerated, and this is the area of long-term management of the radioactive waste, and in particular management and disposal of high-level radioactivity waste. Today, experts agree that it has been sufficiently demonstrated that geological disposal represents the safest and most sustainable option for the long-term management of high-level waste.
Hans Wanner, representative of the Swiss Federal Nuclear Safety Inspectorate, outlined the origins of radioactive waste and explained what was agreed on a worldwide basis to dispose and neutralize them.
Now, let me first give you an overview of the origins of radioactive waste. A waste which is ubiquitous, which arises in all the countries, is waste from medicine, hospitals, and so industry and research. And then for those countries that have nuclear power plants, you have waste from operation of those and from decommissioning. Then there are countries that have reprocessing facilities. The residues from reprocessing are radioactive waste. Uranium mining and milling waste, and a further source is waste from military applications. We must realize that there is international consensus about waste disposal. The objective of waste disposal is to isolate the waste to prevent undue radiation exposure to humans and the environment.
To draw hasty conclusions and condemn nuclear energy may not be the right solution to the world's energy deficiency.
The striking thing is that when we're discussing waste management, we have a number of different alternatives, which to some people seems like it's a problematic thing, because it seems like it's difficult to choose. But you can and should reverse it and note that this is a sign that we have a number of different opportunities to go forward with. It would have been much worse if there was only one alternative, because that would be a problem, might be. But now we have a number of areas, and that applies also for the technology itself.
The debate on the use of nuclear energy and the way its waste is processed is not new and may continue for many years to come. Today, however, with natural oil and gas reserves dramatically reduced and the use of fossil fuels affecting climate change, it is time to give a new perspective to nuclear power. This programme was brought to you by the press service of the EPP-ED Group, the largest political group in the European Parliament, with members from all 27 countries of the Union.